Good morning. Oh wait, it's 1:40. Good afternoon. How are you? Love that. Okay, great. So we're gonna talk about depression. If you want to feel better, these are the steps that I took personally to not feeling like a total stack of shit. So here we go. Step number 1, get out of bed. I know this seems like it's an easy one, but sometimes that first step in the morning or whenever you wake up, getting out of bed can feel like a freaking 50,000 foot drop. So if you got out of bed today, I'm proud of you. Step number 2, this goes in with the bed. Get enough sleep. Sleep is so important. Like, you don't want to go around like feeling like a sloth all day long. I mean, unless that's your vibe, then like sloth it up. But getting enough sleep will energize you, obviously. I don't know. Step number 3? 3. Okay, so next, you're gonna clean up. For me, I like to put on some feel-good music, like Miguel, or Megan Thee Stallion, or Sabrina Carpenter. As someone who struggles with perfection, I learned from, I think a YouTuber, I think his name is Truthless. It's Truthless, but with an S. That if you shoot for 70%, like, instead of shooting for 100%, you're likely to get more done and feel better afterwards. And then also motivation for doing said things comes once you're already doing it. So if you go into like folding laundry with the mindset of, okay, I'm gonna fold 70% of this laundry, once you're like doing it, like then you're like, oh, well, I might as well just finish it. And then you finish it. You know what I mean? It's so much easier. Get out in the sun. Sunshine. Sunshine. Sunshine before 12 p.m., wherever you're at. I don't know, I was told it's better for you, and honestly, I do feel better when I wake up in the morning and like take my tea and go sit out on the porch and just kind of vibe with nature for a minute, soak up some sun rays, and like just kind of be present, listen to nature, or, well, I guess if you're in the city, like traffic sounds. I don't know if that's soothing or not, but you could like put on nature sounds. It's fine. Another one that I absolutely love is from Mel Robbins, who also has a podcast. And hers is the self high five. So whenever you do something that you're absolutely like, fuck yeah, I did it, whether it's brushing your teeth, taking a shower, getting out of bed, I don't care. Whatever little thing that you're like, oh my God, this is gonna suck. Whenever you do that thing, high five yourself. It's like, I don't know, I can't do it without laughing. So like every time I do it, like it's like I guess an instant dopamine hit because like I laugh like maniacally. It's silly, but I love it. Next one is self-talk. The way you talk to yourself is super important. I used to have really bad negative self-talk, and like I would call myself stupid all the time. And then because like I would literally do like things that are kind of stupid, like don't look at the sun. Like, and then I realized like it's like, okay, so how can I fix this? Like first you got to catch that you're like talking negative to yourself, which is like the first step. So when you realize it, you're already doing step 1. Step 2 is to think about what you really mean. Like, if, for instance, when I was telling myself that I was stupid for looking at the sun, I thought about it and it's like, you know, I'm actually being like goofy or funny or silly. Like, don't be silly. So self-talk matters so much. The more you do it, the easier it gets. I don't remember what number we're on because I didn't count the last one. So forget the numbers. Numbers are out. Words are in. Okay, next one, these two kind of go together. So gratitude lists and self-affirmations. These feel absolutely ridiculous when you first start doing them, but I promise you that like they are seriously life-changing. For me, when I first started my gratitude lists, like I started so small. It was literally like one thing. And it's like, I'm grateful for my bed. Like, end of story. Like that was it. It was like, okay. But the more you do it, the more it becomes like, okay, well, I also have clothes to wear. I have food to eat. I have a house to live in. I have a car that I can drive. I have family that I love. Like, the more that you, like, start focusing on the positives, the easier it gets to focus on more positives, if that makes sense. As for self-affirmations, this is, like, for me, I feel silly, like, sitting in the mirror and being like, I am smart, I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am valued, I am whatever. I personally like journaling it. I mean, that's just my thing. I mean, But I feel like it's, as long as you're like, because I guess for me, like writing it down helps me retain it better, which I guess and makes my brain more receptive. So I feel like however you want to do it, but you want to do I am statements and you want to do positive things. Pick out the things that you feel like, I guess, you're lacking in. But honestly, a lot of the qualities that I thought I was lacking in, I realized that they are qualities that I possess. I am worthy, I am loved, I am beautiful. And like, I don't know, the more you do it, the more it like becomes ingrained in your brain, and the more better you feel about yourself. This, I guess, kind of goes in with the negative self-talk, because like, I don't know, it's just do it. Just trust me. Now this one I still kind of struggle with, which is eating healthy. Like, okay, sometimes you just can't eat healthy all the time, and that's okay. But making that first step, that attempt to start eating better, like, your body will just love you so much more. Okay, so the last one is exercise. And when I say exercise, I don't necessarily mean like, let's go to the gym, bro, and pump some weights. I mean, unless that's what you want to do, by all means, if that's your chosen form of exercise, then do it. But what I'm talking about is like just getting up and getting your body moving. Whether, like for me, I do yoga or I will take walks, like, because I absolutely hate sweating and it's just literally like not for me. But everybody knows that exercise releases endorphins, and endorphins make you happy, and happy people just don't shoot their husbands. So don't shoot your husband. And finally, the thing that's kind of helped me, because I felt like when I was depressed, I didn't really know anything about myself. I didn't really know what direction I was headed in, or what direction I should be headed in. Things that can really help you kind of self-identify and like kind of figure yourself out a little more, are things like an anagram test, the life path number, which is through tarot or astrology. And then there's one that I just found recently called the Jovian Human Design, which is also pretty cool. So those are just some things to check out if you're like looking to learn more about yourself and why you do the things you do, because that is something that I am personally fascinated with, because sometimes I'm like, why the fuck did I just do that? And sometimes like there's things that like I'm just like, bro, I need answers. So doing some like introspection and tests like these kind of help you deep dive into your personality a little bit more. So I hope this helps. And if you got out of bed today, proud of you. If you took a shower today, proud of you. And I want you guys to know that I love you. So get up, you superstar.